Okay. Alright. What's going on, YouTube? This is Mason AJ. I am just now getting in from AWA, aka Anime Week in Atlanta. And I am exhausted. But I did want to at least I did want to kind of like upload a raw version, so there's not going to be any music or any fancy editing, all the stuff that y'all normally like. But on just pretty much give you like my initial thoughts on the season premiere of Gotham and the season premiere of Heroes Reborn. If you have not already seen our Dragon Con footage, because Dragon Con was just right around the corner, be sure to check all that stuff out, and be sure to look forward to all the upcoming AWA Anime Week in Atlanta footage, the interviews with Team 4-Star, Linda Valentine, a whole bunch of other guests, the amazing cosplay videos, all that stuff's happening. But anyway, so I'm gonna start with Gotham. Gotham season 2, episode 1 premiere, and I gotta say, it was everything I wanted to be. It literally picks up roughly 1 month after season 1 ended, and you see how everything has shifted. The events of the previous season have moved forward to shift events into motion. I'm a little bit worried because from what I'm seeing, they're trying to introduce the whole Court of Owls, and I'm a little bit worried because I'm afraid where they're gonna go with this. But at this point, now that I fully understand that this is not a pre-Batman series, this is really almost its own take with homages and inspirations. I mean, it's more like inspired by and based on rather than this is the way it is. It's very similar to how Arrow it is, but more different. And so now instead, like, I'm curious to see where they go. My boy Gordon is back. I am loving him, having a man crush, bro crush. All about that bro love, especially on him. I'm a little bit sad to see Bullock, on the sidelines, but hopefully he doesn't stay that way. He comes back. By the way, I'm pretty sure you recognize this. So Barbara is in Arkham Asylum, which is a hell of a twist. I'm waiting to see where we go with that. But why is she the only one wearing like the pretty dress and everything? It really made me really think back to the Tim Burton, original Batman and Batman Returns style of film when I saw that. At first I thought it was odd, but with the way she was talking, the angles and everything else, like, yo, this is taking me really back to those old school Batman movies. But all my experience from that was great and positive. Seeing the Joker, or Jerome, again, maybe, something like that. Seeing him, he's really playing that role. I was a little bit skeptical about him being the Joker, but like I said, you gotta separate the comic book Gotham from what this is, and it's its own unique thing. And Gotham, at the very least, is still going strong. I look forward to making a full-on review for episode 2. I'm gonna attempt because we have so much stuff happening with all the other comic footage and interviews, and also just regular comic reviews and interviews coming out. I'm gonna attempt to do a review on every episode. To answer a question that was asked to me in AWA, with the Fear the Walking Dead, I give every show a 3-episode minimum. Okay, 3-episode minimum. If you haven't one meal about 3 episodes, then I may or may not stop watching. With Fear the Walking Dead, I'm hearing from Outskirts and Friends that it's picked up and it's only 6 episodes strong. So I'll check back into that. But to be honest with you, the first 2 episodes really, kind of lost me. And then I got caught with Dragon Con and AWA. Now, switching over to Heroes, because Gotham just automatically gets a pass. I mean, it's just one at the end of the day. Still looking forward to Flash, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They got to step their game up to match Gotham. But, and also iZombie. Moving on to Heroes Reborn. Now, Heroes Reborn was the flip side of the coin when it came to Gotham. Now, I understand that this is not Heroes. You have to like Heroes, and you still have to have your good memories of it, because Heroes kind of ended in pretty much like a crashing, flaming, screaming to your death. As far as the show just got bad. The first season was so phenomenal. The second season was not as good as the first, but still pretty good. But after that, to me at least, it just went and just pretty much collapsed, exploding on itself. Now, being fair, at the time there was a screenwriter strike and a whole bunch of stuff happening in the political environment of network television in Hollywood, so maybe that might have affected that. But looking into Heroes Reborn, I'm just disappointed. I really am. One, I feel like I'm watching an old child star who was hot back in the 80s and 90s, and now that it's been 15, 20 something years later, he's come back and he's gained weight and he's a little bit older, and you see how he's trying to get back in shape and still do his thing, but he's still doing the same thing from before. I feel like maybe the people who watch Heroes were so caught up in the past that they've forgotten that we have iZombie, Flash, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., The Strain, all these other shows which have really stepped up their game. And I feel like I'm watching a lesser version of what I watched like damn near almost 10 years ago with the original Heroes, and it doesn't hold up to par. The acting felt very meh. The story arcs that they were giving me felt very meh. And once again, and it was so like bad writing. I'm gonna call it bad writing. Okay, I'm just gonna spoil the heck out of it at this point because now I'm pissed off. So at one point in time, you see Bennett, and I called it off the bat. He's gonna walk into the room. He's gonna say the wrong thing or give like an obvious clue, and then he's gonna you're gonna recognize how this place, which is for a doctor's office, was very empty. That doctor must be terrible. That's just an empty office. Be like that, and they're gonna capture him, or they're gonna show him that he was right. So then you meet the Haitian, the guy who erases memories. It was a very mysterious. We get calming presence in the first season, and of course. He dies. And he dies in the most stupid fashion because I erased your memory and I knew that if you ever came back I was supposed to kill you, whatever. But if that was the case, why not send him across the street and shoot that dude from across the street? Okay, there's a sniper rifle, a pistol, I don't know. You know what, how about we have placed a bomb underneath that? You know what, not even a bomb. How about you just like, look, the same girl who had that 357 Magnum, send her out there. Apparently she doesn't have any problem just gunning people down. And so for you to go like, I'm gonna strangle you and get into a whole fight and then you die, and of course you die leaving some cryptic ass message with pretty much for all intents and purposes, save the cheerleader, save the world again, and then but yet all your mysterious secrets are still like lost to you in your death. I'm looking like, dude, if you were gonna die, you couldn't say the secret passcode to the vault is Affleck and then die. None of that. And then watching the characters, the only characters I really felt like any sense of caring for really was the boy who could transwarp stuff. I liked watching his story, but you got to recognize that the first Perimere episode was 2 hours long. It pretty much was 2 episodes put into one, and it took 2 whole episodes for me to like him. Okay, now if they had just did 1 episode, he would have been as forgettable and as meh as all the rest of the characters. Speaking of rest of the characters and meh, the humor was like so, I feel like I'm watching a show that was actually secretly made back in the 90s or early 2000s, and it's somehow just been released from like a secret vault. In fact, if they had said, hey, these are actually the lost tapes of Heroes, we just want to put out there for the fans, I can check it out, but these are made back when Heroes was originally made, it would totally make sense. Because then you got the Japanese chick with the red ribbon, and I'm like, okay, here we go with this. And of course she gets transported to the video game world with very subpar graphics, but hey, I'm not a graphic design major. I'm pretty sure people who made that did what they did. But then she's fighting in the world, and of course she meets her father, who apparently her father was just okay with getting captured. Like they had him. He was just like, okay guys, let's go today. Just drag me along. It wasn't like he was fighting and calling out to her or anything. He was just like, hey, by the way, I'm captured again. And then the dude that she was with, who, besides being very creepy, as far as I'm concerned, was shouting Leroy Jenkins. I'm looking like, really? Like Leroy Jenkins? This is 2015 and you're shouting Leroy Jenkins at all things. I get it. Nerd reference, humor, ha ha ha, video games, but still. It just felt so meh. It did not invoke the love I had for the first series. It really just reminded me of how lackluster the ending was as opposed to how inspired I was from the beginning. I'm going to give it, once again, I'm going to give it 2 more episodes. I'm going to give it that, but they're going to have to work really, really hard to impress me. At least with Fear the Walking Dead, I understood they were going with something completely different, and they were trying to set a whole different tone. They were trying to build up this whole world and everything. So I forgave it a little bit for the slow, lackluster build. But for this to be like your comeback story, for this to be the Reborn like that, and also the fact that we see a lot of characters we know and they've changed, but not changed enough that we don't recognize them, or whatever the fuck it may be. It's just like, Heroes, like, what are you doing? I feel like this is going to be a disappointment all over again. I feel like you should kind of be like Banana a little bit and kind of just, after a while, stop trying and just go away. Not that I hate Madonna, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, comment down below. Let me know what you think about Gotham. Let me know what you think about Heroes Reborn. Like I said, this video is very raw. I didn't have time to edit it. I literally just walked in on the street from AWA. Be sure to look forward to our Anime Week in Atlanta footage. All that stuff's coming out. We Periscope, we tweeted, we Instagram, we Facebook. By the way, go like all of those things: Periscope, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. Make sure also hit that like button and that subscribe button. I'm gonna do full reviews, like full-on reviews for the Gotham and with Gotham episode 2 and Heroes episode 2. Definitely look forward to that. But like I said, For Gotham, yay. For heroes, nay. And that's really what I stand for right now. If they evolve into something completely different, I look forward. You know what? If you guys pull a Pokemon and go from Charmander, we all weak and scrawny and cute, but then evolve into a Charizard, I'm totally down with that. But once again, this is Mason AJ with the Aficionados. Tune in next time. Let's talk Nerd TV.